Every one of us in this room has had a nickname some point in our life. Names that revealed who you were as a person, names that gave glimpses of what your life was like. Mine, personally, were Aztec, Faceplant. All these names that I enjoyed and I was even proud of having. And yet, there was this one name that I was afraid of having. I did my best to avoid it. And do you know what that word is? It's this. It says failure. So you see, I was afraid of being called a failure. I was told to fail in life, and to fail in, to fail in school, and to fail in life, and that left a deep mark in my life. Yeah. I simply wasn't allowed to fail, and that message was everywhere. My friends, my family, even social media, and it was deep inside here. As a student or victim, I was bound to this cultural phenomenon of wanting that A+. And my Korean genes compelled me to get the very best of grades possible. I mean, why not? A 4.0 GPA would get me far in life. I understood that even as a freshman. That's why I kept on studying, and I kept on studying. My Koreanness was something that I had to deal with, and so for me, an A was average, a B was below average, a C was I couldn't have dinner that day, a D was don't come home, and an F, well, find a new family. Yeah. I dealt with the pressure pretty well, but still. I didn't have emotional breakdowns, nor did I cry about a score I got. But you might ask, why am I talking about this then? Why am I talking about education when it doesn't really matter to me? Well, I studied for tests. I played some games, then I studied. I went to the movies, then I studied. I studied. It's only now that I realized I was taught so much, but did I really learn a lot? Who knows? I got all these good grades. What was the point? It prepared me for a future that I still don't know where it's going. I'm a senior now, 12 years of schooling, and I don't know jack squat. I don't know how to adult yet, as that says, and quite honestly, I don't know if I want to. I'm not ready to shoulder responsibility and be out there in the big wide world. Are you? Not everyone in this room is a student, I can see that. So this is for us directly. Are you ready to take that next step in life? I'm not. I don't know how to pay taxes or buy a house, spot a scandal, all these things that I should know, but I don't. And all it really does is make me crack inside with the stress. What? There are 12 academic-related suicides every day. That's 1 per every 2 hours. It's roughly 2 p.m. right now. That means that over the course of this day, 6 people had died already. And what would you feel if you came home one day and you were tired, maybe you had a test or something, and your mom came into your room and she said, "Hey, so-and-so is dead. Hey, so-and-so killed himself." How would you feel? Would you be happy? Would you be sad? What would the note say in the first place? I don't know what kind of world 2035 will be. That's the prompt. What will the world be in 2035? I don't know. What I do know is that I don't want it to be a world like this one. I'll be a parent by then, hopefully. I'll get married. But I don't want to put my child through that kind of stress, through that kind of pressure that I went through. Yes, I didn't struggle. Yes, I didn't I got what most would consider very good grades. And yet, that doesn't mean that there wasn't someone else. Maybe someone in this room who would stay up all night studying, who would cry when they got a bad score. They got these scores that said, hey, I'm stupid, but they're not. Death has such a finality to it. It ends. But why do we choose it as an escape? All it does is deprive us of the chance to get better, does it not? Yes, grades are important. I'm not denying. How else do you assess millions of students? But really, I'm not some professor of education, but I'm going to guess that the grades we get, they're not supposed to be something that we cry about. We live in a world where students care more about the grades they get on a piece of paper than the content they're actually learning. And this is true for me too. But you're not a number, and your sons and your daughters, they're not numbers either. It's fantastic to want a better life for them. It really is. I mean, grades will help in that. But you don't live in the future. Education is for the future, but you live in the present. And it's time to stop worrying about the education, the grades you get on a piece of paper. It's more than just that. It's all around us. Education is everywhere. It's not a classroom. There's so much more to learn from this world than just what appears in a textbook and you read and you memorize. Sure, we can change the education system. Maybe, well, I don't know. It's hard to change, that's why. Why are we going for option B, changing education, when we have an easier option? The easier option is to stop worrying so much. Write a poem. Take a walk. Learn how to cook. Go to the Himalayas and climb Mount Everest. I don't know. Point is, we should focus on the world in front of us, the world we live in right now, and focus on that. It's time to ease the pressure from our life. It's time to stop worrying so much and have a life. Really, it's more than just the grade, and you, all of us, we're more than just numbers. Thank you.